Miss Lichtman.
Aynen biliyorum. Ama indirecek yerim yok.
Not long, Mr. Kelso.
You look lovely, Princess. You haven't exactly caught me at my best. It's okay, Miss Lichtman. I'm a big boy. I know how to take my licks.
Please, call me Elsa.
Okay, Elsa? What can I do for you?
Aynen. Bitince silerim o zaman
I'd like to
yaparız.
explain because
I can join the dots, Elsa.
Cole needs your help, Jack. The police department have frozen him out.
Look, you're obviously a brave lady, but you can't fight all Cole's battles for me.
I just wanted to apologize for...
You don't have to apologize. You were right about Elysian Fields. Tell me something. What was Lou Buckwalter's regular job?
He was a carpenter. He built sets for RKO, Warner Brothers.
Set carpenter?
Senin PC4'ün mü var, bilgisayarın mı var? Bilgisayarın varsa oynarız.
If you don't mind, Elsa, I'd like to get a little rest now. I've got a lot more dots to join, and it's making my head hurt.
That's perfectly understandable, Mr. Jack. I hope we can meet again under less dramatic circumstances.
I hope so too, Princess. I'd like that.
You Kelso?
Who's asking?
Peterson, Assistant DA.
You're in the wrong building, Peterson. This is a hospital.
A wise guy. Let me tell you a story, Kelso.
Can I get the abridged version? My head hurts.
You're a funny guy, Jack.
What do you want, Peterson?
A colorful character mentioned your name. He said that you might know something about...
There's a problem with colorful characters, Peterson. First they send you over a drink, then they buy you dinner, then you get a phone call in the middle of the night for a favor. Try rubbing shoulders with some solid citizens. They're the ones you're supposed to protect.
You finished, Kelso?
For the moment.
I'm going to run for DA, Kelso. The current administration stinks.
And you want me to help?
I'm looking for a DA's investigator. You get a gun and a badge and $120 a month.
I get $150 a month now.
I'm going after the Vice Squad, Kelso. It's going to get me elected.
I've got something better. How about Leland Monroe?
The property developer?
You think I fell down the stairs?
Yine Kelso olarak oynuyoruz.
Thanks for the patch-up, Princess. It might be the only R&R I get for some time. Remember me?
Jack, it's good to see you. You've caught me at a slightly inopportune moment. Can we do this some other time?
Back off, Curtis. Move away from the door.
Jack, there's no call for that.
You're smooth, Curtis. I'll give you that. You try to get me killed, and you still manage to be polite about it.
Jack, how could you accuse me of having anything to do with that?
I want to know all about you and Monroe, Curtis. You give it up, or I beat it out of you.
Get the fuck out of here, Jack. You're fired. Who do you think you are? Get out of town now while you still have the chance. You have no idea what kind of forces you're dealing with here.
I guess we've exhausted the passive options. Sit tight, Curtis. I'm taking a look around. To get all of the stockholders, I need to follow the paper trail.
What exactly do you expect to find, Jack?
I knew you were in bed with Elysian, Curtis. Now I know why. I want answers, Curtis. So pay attention.
Please, Jack. I'm not a violent man.
I don't get it, Curtis. You're vice president of the company. Why take the risk?
It's a simple business transaction, dear boy.
You're lying, Curtis. Something happened at the company, didn't it? That's why you took the bribe.
Bribe? What bribe? How can you accuse me of benefiting ahead of the company?
I noticed that the share certificates are in your name, Curtis, not the company's. What did you use as collateral?
Those sons of bitches in Sacramento. They passed me over for president. Sent me here because they believed it was a backwater. But they were wrong. Los Angeles will become the capital of the West, not San Francisco. This place will be the city of the 20th century. And I'm gonna get my cut, Jack.
You're going to jail, Curtis. You and your cronies.
We'll see about that, Jack.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
You're talking about the future of Los Angeles. You cannot interfere with these plans.
Information, Curtis.
Business people who have joined forces to meet the demand for new homes.
You're lying, Curtis. They're going to burn those movie sets they call houses, and you're carrying the insurance on them.
And how do you prove that, Jack?
Rancho Escondido burnt to the ground. California Fire and Life is carrying the paper.
Jack, the best result you could get from insurance would be replacement cost. The stakes are much, much higher.
Why the big payoff in the Buckwalter case? It was bound to bring it to attention.
Who could have predicted this particular confluence of events? Elsa Lichtman as the beneficiary who spurns the cash. The brilliant but flawed detective becoming her lover. And you, Jack, taking their bait.
You buy green lumber and use it to build houses. How do you expect it to end?
Mr. Monroe has a fine reputation for building houses. What would I know about his choice of building materials?
Give me what I need or I'll beat it out of you.
It's all there in the case file, if you know what to look for.
Very neat, Curtis. Maybe I can't work it out, but Phelps can. He may be many things, but he is one of the best detectives the LAPD has ever had.
Your card is marked, Jack. You'll have an unfortunate accident if you don't leave town.
Your California isn't the same as mine, Mr. Benson. Not at all.
Karşıma çıkan kapıya mı basayım? Ev içinde.
How old are you, Princess?
16, mister?
How old are you really?
Nearly 13.
You take love where you can find it as you get older.
Love? That has nothing to do with love, Curtis.
Some might find your romantic notions endearing, Jack. I find them very tiring.
You're finished, Curtis.
That remains to be seen, Jack.
I haven't told you about my new job, Curtis. DA's investigator.
Who do you think the DA reports to, Jack?
Get dressed. You're getting out of here.
He's not so bad. He just lays on top of me and grunts for a few minutes. He's kind. And he buys me nice things.
Get dressed. You're leaving.
She will only come back. You know they're coming after you.
Nice thing about ego.
I'm just going up to my office, Barty. Gotta check over some files.
Take the elevator. First door on the right when you come out. You know the way, Kelso.
So, Curtis, what is it you don't want me to see? 34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
There's got to be more in these files. There's something else in that report. I know it.
Insured replacement value for the house is $900. Current value of the house and land is $3,500. Christ, how many of these dumps are we carrying on the books?
I have a Detective Phelps of the LAPD here to see you.
Have a seat, Cole. Where's the go-between? She's awful easy on the eye for a foreign girl.
Does that private dick petter actually work on anyone, Kelso? It's not your style.
Fabs, ne haber?
You're always a little more direct.
This is your dime, officer.
Would you have helped me if I asked, Jack? A little chuck on the shoulder, shot of Semper Fi.
Fuck you, Cole. Be a man. Why send a woman to do your dirty work? You're a cop. Why do you want my help?
I thought a PI might be a little more discreet.
I'm no gumshoe. I used to be an investigator for this company before your investigation got me fired.
Sorry to hear that, Jack. Sorry about a lot of things.
Is that an apology, Cole?
It's a feeble attempt at one, yes. Look, Jack, it's a murder case, and I need help to solve it.
So what's it got to do with Elysian Fields developments?
They're in it somehow. The flyers keep turning up whenever I find a domestic fire.
They're boosters. Stiffing GIs for deposits, making them wait months for a throw-up house. They're already making more money than they can count. What's turned them into killers?
So you believe me?
This is why you dragged me into the Buckwalter case.
Look, Jack, I'm sorry. But if not for me, do it for some of the poor saps who are dying. Or some of the leathernecks who are getting grifted. How about it, Jack?
I know you, Cole. You're still beating yourself up over that medal on Sugarloaf. The medal you think you didn't deserve, but you just don't get it. Nobody deserves a medal. It's just the ridiculous situation you find yourself in and how you react to it. You think you failed up on that hill. But courage isn't a tap you can turn on or off. Courage isn't permanent. It's a tenuous and fickle thing. Courage and cowardice exist in every man. Get over it.
You got it off your chest.
I guess I have.
Can you help me, Jack?
I'm thinking about it. The Hall of Records is the place to start.
Hello there.
You need some help there, sir?
The Land Registry Office. Where is it?
Just up the stairs.
Thanks.
Nereye gideceğim?
I'd like to see the company details of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Certainly, sir. Just this way.
All those suburban sons of bitches ought to be listed in here.
Biz burada neye basacağız? Sen onu söyle.
Courtney. For God's sake. What's he got to do with this? I'd like information on a plot of land.
Okay, do you have the address?
Not exactly. It's a new lot. I have the coordinates. 34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west.
All right, that makes it a bit more difficult. Come with me. I believe that is in the Wilshire area. Here.
34 degrees, 4 minutes, 29 seconds north. 118 degrees, 17 minutes, 58 seconds west. The lot number's 1876988.
Unfortunately, that is just the beginning. We have at least 1 million lot numbers in the Los Angeles area. The registrations are in alphabetical order. You need to convert your lot number to a letter.
How do I do that?
Over here. Use this adding machine. There are 90,000 entries to a book, so divide your lot number by 90,000.
1876988 divided by
90,000, yes.
$1,876,988 divided by 90,000.
One 1876988 divided by
90,000, yes.
Tamam.
1,876,988 divided by 90,000.
Sonra 2 çıktı. 20 olması mı gerekti? Yanlış mı yaptık?
One eight
76 76 988
divided by
988 bölü 90.000
20.
A starts at 0, so you want to add 1 to your number.
21.
That number is your letter of the alphabet. Once you have the letter, find the right aisle. You are in business.
You do this every day?
Şimdi ne yapacağım?
Let's see what the site is worth to them.
Adamın yanına mı gideyim?
You wanted the company information? There it is. Can you please get a move on?
Şunu istiyor. 1876 988.
1876988.
Tamam işte. Randall Jones mu?
The book value is $350. With the new home in place, the improved value of the property is $3,500. They can make a killing. But how do they pull it off?
Know why I plumbed for the caddy? The extra trunk space.
One thing you learn in the war, boys. You do your talking once the smoke clears. Throw out the guns.
Ben bir iki dakika gidip geliyorum. Ben bir yemek yiyip geliyorum, olur mu? Yemek yiyip geliyorum. Acıktım. Saat 6 oldu. Ne şu an? Eren selam. Ne oldu? Bir şey yazmışsın. Hı. He. Bekledin mi 30 dakika boyunca? Ben olsam çıkardım la. Nasıl bir dayanıklılık? Başka bir şey mi izledin yandan? Oh. Bir doydum ya. Yani beklemedim ki ha. İyi. Yani bekleme zaten. 30 dakika beklenir mi? Anca yedim ya. Bayağı da yedim. Bayağı acıkmışım. Ondan uzun sürdü. Neyse devam ki.
I need a word, Courtney.
That's okay, Jack.
Yok.
You didn't
Köfte
need to
yedim.
come all the way down
It's
here.
important,
Ayıptır
Courtney.
söylemesi. Köfte makarna.
How can I help?
Sağ olasın
Tell me
Yusuf.
about the
Teşekkür ederim.
Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
What are you talking about?
Don't fuck with me, Courtney!
Jack, I swear, I don't know what you're talking about.
How does your name appear as one of the investors in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
You're out of your mind.
I was down at the Hall of Records checking on a property company called Elysian Fields Developments. Their funding comes from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Seriously, Jack, I have no idea.
Your name is there, Courtney, with some pretty interesting company. The mayor, the district attorney, some dirty cops, and your buddy, Dr. Harlan Fontaine.
Dr. Fontaine?
Spill it, Courtney. I want all of it. Fontaine and the rest.
Fontaine took the morphine off our hands. Look, Jack, I know you said to get rid of it, but it's okay. I did something good for once. He reinvested the money for us. That's it. That's what's happening. They're building houses for GIs, Jack. I turned a mistake into something beneficial, something that's going to help out the guys.
Courtney, they're building matchstick houses. They're going to burn them for the insurance money. They'll probably stiff the poor bastards for the deposits.
Please, Jack. Say it isn't so. Harlan's a doctor, a good one. He helps out a lot of people.
Looks like he's helping himself, Courtney. You're the fall guy. Who's asking?
Oyunu bitirmeye çalışıyoruz.
Leland Monroe.
3 bölüm
I was
kalmış.
wondering when you'd get around to calling.
Saat 5
I'd
bitiririz.
like to meet with you, Mr. Kelso.
I bet you would, Mr. Monroe. But I value my skin highly enough to not want to meet with you. Why don't you just send some more of your boys around and we'll have a nice cup of tea?
You realize that I could make you a very wealthy man, Mr. Kelso.
Better than $220 a month?
You're a very witty man, Kelso. Substantially better.
I'm going to have to let it slide, Mr. Monroe.
Are you haggling with me, Jack?
I might be.
Come around to my place at 9. 5164 Santa Monica Boulevard. You'll come?
I might. Good night, Mr. Monroe.
Biz başkasıyız şu an. Kelso'yuz. Bizim en eski ortak. İlk ortak. İlk ortağı oynuyoruz. Bir şey araştırıyoruz ama ben anlamadım ne araştırdığımızı. Bizi beklemişler.
I appreciate the help, all of you.
Ha,
We can
bunlar
remember this later.
bizdenmiş.
I want a minimum of noise and no prisoners.
No prisoners? This isn't Peleliu, Jack.
These guys are grifting GIs. That's what they do for a living.
It's okay, Jack. We all feel the same way. Just hasn't turned out quite the way we imagined.
Let's get it done. Teams of 2 at the ready.
Keep your head down!
That hurts, right? That's a kill! You pile in, goddammit! You can't get us all!
Stay down, damn it!
Somebody put some fire on that! As soon as he pokes his head out, just step on him. Eyes open. He's around here somewhere. I need someone to cover my six.
Throw out the guns!
Two of them on your right.
Bilmiyorum ki. Görmedim.
Two of them on your right.
Var mı acaba? Eli down mı? Ölmeyecek miydi? Ne yapacağız?
How long do you think you can hold out?
Give it up, chump. I know you're there.
Keep on going, Jack.
They're in open ground, Jack. Chew them up. Real clever, asshole.
All right, men, hold the perimeter. I got personal business with Mr. Leland Monroe.
İstesek de öldürtemiyormuşuz ki adamı. Belanızı vereceğim.
There it is.
You're a very sweet-looking girl to be holding such a big gun.
I know how to use it, mister.
I'm sure you do. So how about pointing it over there in the direction of Hollywood instead of at me, Princess?
You're quite the wise guy.
I don't normally shoot women, Princess. How about putting the cannon down? I didn't think you had the guts, sweetheart. I was never very good at reading women.
Monroe! Where are you, damn it? Weapons on the ground, now!
Ya ölmez zaten de kolundan vurulup böyle rahat rahat dolaşması zaten bir enteresan. Kardeşim ne kolundan vurulması ya? Tam vurulmadım. Ben de bilmiyorum ki. Nasıl savaşıyoruz?
Jack Kelso.
That's my opening negotiating position.
Oh, you crazy son of a bitch! How did you get in here? I'm bleeding to death. Get me a doctor.
I thought I had an invitation, Monroe.
Benimkinin rahatlığa bak yalnız. Ne kolumdan vurulması kardeşim ya?
That's my second offer.
You sadistic bastard! What do you want?
I'm going to take a look around, Monroe. Then I want you to tell me what you know about the mayor and those Trojan houses that you're building. That's a hell of a payroll. I'm guessing Benson's portfolio is only a fraction the size of yours, Monroe. Smart. Keep the dirt on Fontaine under lock and key. This is your insurance. Some sold up. The others obviously didn't know the lengths these sons of bitches would go to.
Paraları al. Alamıyor ki. Ha.
The Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Remind me what they say about absolute power, Monroe.
Fuck you, Jack. Call me an ambulance.
Dr. Fontaine, I need to speak with you urgently.
Sit down.
Ya gazetede reis.
Tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
It's the fund we are using to channel money into the development of new houses.
Why is my name on the board of managers?
Technically, you are a major contributor. Please, Courtney.
Those houses are a sham, Doctor. They're going to be burned for the insurance.
That's a scandalous allegation, Courtney. Do you have any proof?
Jack Kelso, an investigator for California Fire and Life, has seen them. He was almost killed when he found out what was going on.
I don't know what to say. I feel that I have been duped. Who do you think is behind this subterfuge?
Jack says it's a property developer named Monroe. He said it goes all the way to the mayor.
You cannot believe that I was involved.
Aha.
I don't know what to believe anymore, Doctor. I hope that you weren't involved.
Thank you for your trust, dear boy. Be still, Courtney. All of your troubles are finally over. Let them go.
Psikopatla ha.
Let them drift away.
Ben demiştim bu adam psikopat diye.
It can't be stopped, Kelso. There's too much money at stake.
Kingdoms rise and kingdoms fall, Monroe. Ask the Emperor of Japan.
Have some fucking mercy!
Operator, put me through to Phelps, arson squad. Yeah, Biggs, it's Jack. I'm at Monroe's. He's in a talkative mood. If you get here in a hurry, you might get something before he bleeds to death.
Kendi kolunu unuttu herhalde.
Where? Fontaine. Dead? Former patient.
So that crazy son of a bitch finally came back for a checkup.
It's Monroe. He's raving.
You want information, cocksucker. You get me some medical help.
I've got to go, Herschel. Monroe's negotiating again. Do you want my final offer, Leland? Tell me how I find the guy who has Elsa.
Not Casey. He did whatever Fontaine asked. He had some kind of power over him. He did all the fires, and then he went off the rails. I don't have a fucking name! He worked as a bug sprayer. Get me a goddamn doctor! Kelso, you son of a whore! Get me a goddamn doctor!
Data's from Jack. There's a statewide APB out on him.
Jack's okay. He has something up his sleeve. He's not worried about being caught.
How do we help?
We go after the other side of the equation. Jack has a legion and its cronies running scared. We go after the doctor and some of the other guys.
With the whole department breathing down our necks.
It's time for action, Herschel. It's time for change. Jack's crossed the Rubicon, and we have to be on the other side ready to help him.
Christ, what was that?
Explosion. Something big.
You think it's the Reds? You think those Rusky sons of bitches that dropped the H-bomb on us?
Calm down, Herschel. We need to be ready for the call.
I'm not waiting for an invitation. Get in the car and head for the cloud. KGPL can give us
Bir
some
bölüm
details
bitti,
on the
2
way.
bölüm kaldı.
All units, reports of an explosion. Location, alternative location, it's south of Santa Monica, west of, stand by for further. All units, car 88K reports an explosion downtown. Repeating, 88K is reporting an explosion downtown. All units, stand by for further.
Downtown? It can't be.
All units, explosion location is somewhere in Wilshire. Car 14 Adam reports the address. Unit, stand by for further. Calling all cars. Assist the fire department. Explosions at 4672 Oakwood Avenue. 4672 Oakwood Avenue. Multiple citizens injured. At Nicholson Electroplating Plant. All units in the vicinity respond code 3 and identify.
You heard the man. Let's get going. 11K.
Gidiyor musun? Görüşürüz Yusuf. Kendine iyi bak.
We have looters around the corner. Cuff them or put them down. We need to get this area under control.
Shoot at cops, you little prick. Get that bastard cold. Now ain't the time to be looking for a profit, asshole.
You sorry son of a bitch.
Catch a bullet!
The commander will want us at the scene. Let's go. Jesus. I'd never seen nothing like this.
I wish I could say the same. It's like a bomb's gone off. Jesus Christ. Poor people.
We gotta find out what went down.
Get delayed somewhere?
What in God's name happened here?
Wasn't nuclear. If it was, we'd all be dead from the radiation.
That's reassuring. What's radiation?
Everyone inside the factory was vaporized. I mean, look at the size of that crater.
What's going on over there?
The mayor is going on television, appealing for calm.
Television? We're gonna afford one of those.
Evet evet geçtim Eren.
You're looking at the remains of Nicholson electroplating. I have an idea of what might have caused the explosion, but I'm only guessing. Have a look around the rubble, see if you come up with anything.
Worlds turn upside down, Cole.
Then it's time for us to do our jobs.
Vaporized. Oh, brother.
This isn't what we're looking for.
That's it, Mr. Mayor. We're wrapped. Well, good. Thank you very much, son. I think it went okay. Couple of hiccups, sir, but that's to be expected. Nobody's ever done this before. We'll get better with practice. That maybe goes for me too, son. Should have played it a little more somber. What do you think, son? No, Mr. Mayor. You came across as, very resolute.
Sweet heavens. Looks like all that's left. I can try the launder tag. Seems irrelevant.
Detective, you seen this yet? Come take a look.
Blew the locker open, but shielded the contents. Let's see what we got in here.
What is it?
A substitution cipher. The Germans used them in the war. These are cipher rings.
You know what to do with them?
Maybe. I used them in OCS. These first letters are the cipher key. The rest of the message should align itself.
B2'ye mi olacak?
Blew the locker open, but shielded the contents. Let's see what we got in here.
Böyle mi?
Tomoko Akamoto. Japanese name. Any ideas, Herschel?
None that I care to utter for public consumption.
Tamam. Afiyet olsun.
Oh, only OSS agents use these things. We'll need to get the film developed to see if there's an espionage angle.
Olmadı. Ne öyle oldu?
don't think this is any use to us.
Bende olmuyor bu. Bitirmeye çalışıyorum. Daha var. Getir. Daha 2 bölüm var.
It's an address. 133 North Vermont Avenue.
Hey, detective! I think I got something here.
Any idea what this is?
Very large egg cup? A Viking helmet? How would I know, Phelps?
Looks to me like some kind of machine component. An airplane part, maybe.
I thought Forvix was a tough break.
I'm Fred Nicholson.
This is your place?
What's left of it. 32 years of work up in smoke.
Can you tell us what happened here?
Our chief chemist, Harold McClellan, was using this area to test the new process.
And what exactly is this new process?
That's classified information, son.
A lot of people died here, Mr. Nicholson. I'm prepared to go to the press and tell them it was your fault. What is the new process?
A way to chemically polish aluminum. It's traditionally done by hand. It's extremely labor intensive. The process could be worth millions.
Who is Tomoko Akamoto?
Dr. McClellan's personal assistant. She came highly recommended.
Akamoto was involved in industrial espionage. Was she working for you or for a foreign government?
That's a ridiculous assertion. How can you possibly say she was a spy?
How many of your other employees carry spy cameras in their handbags?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, she was selling me out.
If she wasn't a foreign spy, who could she have been working for?
There could be other plating companies. But the big customers for the process are the aircraft manufacturers. Lockheed, Boeing, Hughes, North American.
What can you tell us about McClellan?
A brilliant chemist. He approached me a few months ago with the idea for the new process.
So no one has ever done this before?
No, but it's legitimate research.
So you thought McClellan could do what no one else could do. You were prepared to take that risk.
Look, he was a trained chemist, and his ideas could revolutionize electroplating.
And you would be rich.
I'm a businessman. What's wrong with turning a buck?
You blew up 6 blocks, and God knows how many people are dead.
I regret that.
That's laudable.
We'll be in touch, Mr. Nicholson. Can you send us Dr. McClellan and Miss Akamoto's personnel files?
I will if I can find them.
By the way, we also found the collar of a shirt. It has a laundry tag.
They're likely to be Dr. McClellan. And the majority of people who worked here don't use a laundry service.
You think McClellan went up in smoke? Or is he still alive?
Detective Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you speak to someone at the Army Air Force Base for me, please?
Of course, Detective.
Tell them I have what I believe is an aircraft part. It's polished metal, light for its size. It looks like a cone of some sort. It's stamped on the inside. P&W Wasp Major R4360.
I'll get back to you, Detective, when you check in for messages. Anything else?
I need an address for Superior Laundry Services.
Closest store to your location is in Wilshire, 4766 Melrose Avenue.
Thanks for your help. You can drive.
İki. Son 2 bölüm.
I survived the war for this?
What do you need?
Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We have one of your laundry tags. Can you tell us who it might belong to?
Are you kidding? I got work to do, Mac. Here's the customer book. Knock yourself out.
Number was J2620, Cole.
Who is Hangstrom?
Could be someone else from the factory. Does he have an address?
No. Dead end. Thank you for all your help, sir. Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address for an Oscar Hangstrom.
Checking. No residential listing for anyone by that name, Detective. Sorry.
Thanks for your help. You know the way. You can drive. Well, well. Why the cloak and dagger routine, Miss Akamoto?
place over. But do you think I could fit in there? I couldn't fit in there.
I'd like to think you would have had something more to
Hoş
say about
geldin.
getting shoved in a fridge, Herschel. One to the head, one to the heart. Point blank.
Yok. Hala aynı bölümdeyiz işte. Şu patlamalı bölüm var ya, oradayız. Şuraya getirtti beni.
Jeans Lindbergh. Very expensive watch. Favored by flyboys. I always wanted one as a kid.
That's funny. As a kid, all I wanted was some food on the table.
Could be a class ring.
Yok. Senin dediğin soruşturmayı yaptım, başka da olmadı. Evet, 3'te 3 oldu.
You know what this is, Biggs?
Sure. That apartment gives you one of those when you retire.
Alakasız kesin. Aynen.
Looks like we have a match.
Interesting dame, this Sakamoto. What is it exactly?
Microfilm.
Microfilm.
Shrunk to the size of your thumbnail.
Rod must have amazing eyesight. Biggs, badge 525. I'll need a couple of black and whites at 133 North Vermont Avenue, Wilshire. We'll need an ambulance in the corner. And probably a team from technical services as well.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Detective Phelps, badge 1247, messages, please.
You need to call Ray Pinker urgently.
Can you put me through?
It's ringing now.
We're on our way in.
Nix that. I got a message from Lindbergh Field. An airplane tech there identified your part.
What is it?
He said it was a prop spinner from either a Corsair or a B-50.
A what?
Fits over the center of the propeller and protects the pitch gearing.
So it's a military part.
Could be, but get this. The Spruce Goose runs 8 Wasp R-4360s. I think you better get over there and check it out.
We're on it. You're behind the wheel.
İki bölüm hala. Kaan değişmedi. Bölüm geçmedi. 2 bölüm. Kaan hep bölüm soruyor.
Detectives, Phelps and Biggs, LAPD. We're investigating the explosion.
We have reason to believe there may be a link to Hughes' aircraft.
I'm sorry, I can't help you there, Detective. Without authorization from military HQ, you won't be allowed onto this facility.
What seems to be the problem, gentlemen?
Ağlayacakmış.
Biggs, you're not still with the LAPD.
Afraid so, mates. Can you help us out here?
Sure. What seems to be the problem?
We're working the big explosion at the electroplating plant. We found a part there that belongs to one of your planes.
I work head of security for Mr. Hughes now. I'll take full responsibility. I'm sure we can clear this up. Follow me. It's the big hangar. You can't miss it.
Who is Mapes, and what's his connection to Howard Hughes?
Vernon Mapes used to work Advice. Word is he runs fuck pads for...
Good day, miss.
I'm busy now. Can I ignore you some other time?
Can that thing really fly?
Mr. Hughes believes so. Amazing, isn't she?
So, this is the Spruce Goose.
Jesus Christ, Biggs, you want to get me fired? Mr. Hughes hates that fucking name. It's the H-4 Hercules to you.
Do you mind answering a few questions, Mr. Mapes?
Call me Vernon, kid. Fire away.
Do you know anything about the explosion that happened at Nicholson Electroplating this morning?
No more than anyone else. Heard the boom while I was shaving. Almost shit my pants. Thought it was Pearl all over again.
But you had no personal contact with any of the employees. And you have no idea what caused the explosion.
I'm in security. I handle Mr. Hughes' personal interests, if you get my meaning. I'm not directly involved in manufacturing.
Do you know Tomoko Akamoto?
Never heard of the broad. Why?
You don't happen to wear an LAPD tie pin, do you, Mapes?
Sometimes. I have a couple of them from my days on the force.
Do you know the chief chemist at Nicholson Electroplating, a Harold McClellan?
I've heard of the guy. He was pitching some fancy process to the company.
We know that you were sending parts to Nicholson for testing. The question is whether you were going through Nicholson or cutting your own deal with McClellan.
Interesting theory, kid. How you gonna prove any of that?
Tipinde bir şey yok lan. Ah, spinner.
We found a prop spinner in the wreckage. We believe it belongs to this aircraft.
We sent them some aluminum parts to test. Howard and the Boffins were interested in this guy McClellan's theories. McClellan was cutting out Nicholson. That's not our problem.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Mapes. Do you mind if we have a look around while we're here?
Sure. Knock yourself out.
Want to take a look inside? Can't hurt.
McClellan's process was going to replace all this.
Great.
Latitude 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Longitude 76 degrees, 0 minutes west.
Tamam, bakarız. Unutturma.
degrees west.
6 degrees west.
24 degrees, 15 minutes north. 76 degrees west. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. West. 24 degrees, 15 minutes north. Let's see where this is exactly. The Bahamas. Somebody's already got their maiden flight planned.
Hallettik. Uçağın ucuna bak demiştin. Bakalım. Dur. Buraya niye çıktık? Burada mı bir şey var? Ha? Oo. En iyisi. Uçağın üzerinde koşmayan da ne bileyim ya. Burada bir şey yokmuş. Bir şey vardır diye düşünüyorum.
Is that a Pratt & Whitney 4360?
Sure is. You know your motors.
Do you mind if I take a look at the prop spinner?
We're getting her ready for sea trials, so be quick about it.
What is the oily covering on the metal?
We coat the aluminum parts in linseed oil to preserve it from oxidization.
Looks like Mapes' office is in the far corner. Let's go see what he's hiding.
Ha, yukarıda.
That is Marie the Body McDonald.
Does Hughes have her on contract to RKO?
Yeah, I bet he does. Let's see what Pinker has for us. He's probably done tinkering with that camera by now.
Thanks for the tour, Mapes.
Always happy to help the department. Hey, don't I know your face from the papers? You're the cop that's stripping that German broad.
Nah, I think you got the wrong guy, Vernon.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Beni polis istasyonuna gideceğiz. Niye geldik buraya şimdi?
Any messages for me, Hopkins?
Not many you'd want to hear. Newspapers wanting interviews and rookies cussing you out mostly.
Nothing else.
Pinker wants you in tech services. Maybe you'll be more popular downstairs.
Downstairs.
I say we bust in there and find the goddamn...
Bilim odası mı? Bu mu?
Hey, Cole. You're not winning any popularity contests upstairs, you know.
Where do you stand?
I think you're a good cop, but I try and stay out of politics.
Everybody tries to stay out of politics, Ray.
Well, don't quote me on it, but I'm hoping that Parker will get the job and clean this place up. I have your photographs.
I want to make
You can use the magnifier. There's quite a lot of detail.
İşte.
Very funny.
I think you're right, Ray. We have our man. We take a nice photo, Phelps.
Bu ne?
Howard Hughes, millionaire, industrialist, aviator, and playboy, and Vernon Mapes, ex-dirty cop and business fixer. Excellent photography, Tomoko. So Tomoko had the goods on McClellan. Too bad they blew the place to hell.
Bir şey mi kaçırdık?
Is this McClellan? Can anyone make out the street number behind him?
Are you kidding? With my eyesight?
Cole, can you help me with a little experiment? Use the eyedropper in front of you. One drop from each of the bottles on the desk. Place the drops in the Petri dish.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
It's okay, guys. Just a little experiment.
Can you guys knock it off? Everyone's still jumping from that bang this morning.
Very funny, Ray. You just took a couple years off my life expectancy.
Did the same trick to me about an hour ago.
So that was the stuff that caused the explosion.
I think so. Acetic anhydride is almost as explosive as nitro, and when mixed with perchloric acid, it's very unstable. It needs to be cooled constantly. We used linseed oil. You could add any organic compound to trigger an explosion.
3 little drops.
Yeah, and they were using a 100-gallon vat.
Tamamdır. Hadi gidiyoruz.
See him? I saw his picture. He worked that case with the lady.
You're behind the wheel.
Olaya gitmek he. Hadi bakalım.
Stinks of petroleum.
Avgas, if I'm not mistaken. It's all around the floor.
Mıçası. Aynen. İleri benzin dökmüş buraya. Kesinlikle çok iyi şeyler olacak.
Hangstrom is flying today on TWA.
Angstrom is dead, Cole. Why leave your ticket behind?
Maybe he's cleaning up. Hangstrom and McClellan are the same man.
The gas, Cole, the gas! We gotta get out of here right now! Look, by the stove! Shoot the gas line, Cole, we're out of here! Over here, the window! Get out of there!
Pencere yok. Ha. Ben körüm. Geçmiş olsun. Heh.
There you are, shitheel. Come on, he's not getting away from us.
Piç. Gel lan.
I need to be closer, Phelps. Get in close and steer him off the tar. I'll go for the tires. That ought to slow the son of a bitch down. Smash the son of a bitch's rear wheels. Shit. You security men, Cole. Stay on mates. Knock them off the road if you have to, but stay on that fucker. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Step on it, huh? Get me just a little closer. Lay into his wheel well. Come on. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Stop right there. Get out of the car slowly. Fire a warning round.
We're gonna have to go through all the security men first. I hope you're ready for a fight,
Aim at
Cole.
the tires.
How long do you think you can hold out?
really hurts. Worse than a war zone. Just my luck, out of ammo. Really hurts. This range, no chance.
You're gonna have to explain this to me again. So the guy at the chemical plant, he's planning on selling his magic formula to another company and skipping town with his assistant, but he blows himself up before he can manage it. So why the dead body in the refrigerator?
Mapes, Captain. He was eliminating all competitors for the process. When it went bang, he burnt down the apartment to remove all connection between Hughes and the plant.
Mapes, right. I remember Vernon Mapes. The guy had good, honest cops hanging their heads in shame. Glad he's finally out of commission. I don't know if it'll do you any good, Phelps, but between the spruce goose and half the city exploding, you might just have made the case of the decade.
Son bölüm.
Good morning, Doctor.
And a good morning to you too, Elsa. You look radiant.
Thank you, Doctor.
We haven't been seeing
Buna bu arkadaş mıymış?
You've been missing appointments.
I'm sorry, Doctor. I've been feeling much better.
That's very good to hear. And what has brought about this improvement?
It's the new man in my life. He's convinced me to fight my addiction.
Ah, the policeman from the newspapers. How has he coped with his fall from grace?
He can finally see things from a human perspective, rather than the ivory tower he created for himself. It's making him stronger. It's making me stronger helping him.
You wouldn't make a bad analyst yourself, Elsa. Should we swap seats?
We're both finding we have a lot to live up to.
And what is that?
In my case, Lou. He went through hell along with me and still came out smiling. In Cole's case, his friend, Jack Kelso.
Kelso?
You've heard of him?
No, I just like the sound of his name.
Cole and Jack are working on a case together.
Is Jack a policeman too?
No, he works for the district attorney.
What?
He's a special investigator. I thought you didn't know him.
I have never met the gentleman in question.
He has been looking into Lou's case. Cole thinks it might be linked to some fires he's investigating. You look pale, Doctor.
It's cold in here, Elsa. I think I'll close the window. Why are you looking at me like that, Elsa?
You arranged for Lou to work at Elysian Fields, Doctor.
Your fears are unfounded. I meet many people in my line of work. There are many ways that people can be helped. Finding them work is just one of them.
I don't believe you, Doctor. I've seen you with Monroe at the club.
I'm sorry that you have come to that conclusion, Elsa. I've always so enjoyed our conversations. I can see your future, Elsa. And Cole, the policeman. And Jack, the investigator. It's an unfortunate and grisly end.
I've come to help you, Doctor. To help you cross over.
Oh, iyi oldu.
All your sins will be forgiven. The next slide.
It's got to be one of these places. The arsonist's a bug sprayer. He must have worked at one of these joints.
Bakalım. Olsun bakalım. Bayağı izleyip bayağı.
Help you?
How many guys you have working here, Pop?
Who's asking, son?
It could be official or unofficial. Depends on how you want to play it.
You should get to a hospital, son. That arm of yours appears to be letting in daylight.
Save the pity for the other guys. They're the ones who need it. I'm looking for a big cowboy who works pest control. Does he work here?
We don't have anyone like that here.
You sure? I'm not the type of guy you want coming back.
Yeah, I'm sure.
What have you got?
Looks like a drug overdose. Get away from him, Phelps. This is my case.
Shut your fucking mouth! Since when does a bagman work a case?
I knew this creep wasn't on the morphine heist. Victim of his own product.
Hey, detective! Can we back it off a notch? This is getting out of hand.
A time to talk and a time to shut up. Now is a time to be quiet, son.
Courtney Sheldon was a corpsman, Roy. He served his country. He went out with a medical kit and an Army 45 into places that made the Valley of Death look like a picnic. He was either naive enough or dumb enough to get involved in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, along with the mayor, the DA, Monroe, and a certain crooked cop. He was involved in the morphine heist, but he has a puncture wound in his jugular, which makes this a murder case. He was a better man than you'll ever know. You say one more word about him and I will blow your fucking head off!
You finally lost it, partner.
I have a pretty good idea why Sheldon's dead. And I know about Monroe. Your vast, corrupt future is draining away as we speak.
I got better things to do than argue the rub with you.
Stay with him until the coroner gets here. Make sure technical services bags the evidence. If you let this creep anywhere near it, I'll come looking for you.
Yes, sir.
You know, Phelps, you're not the worst asshole going round.
Thanks, Herschel.
Welcome to nuclear.
I work for the DA. I need to speak with an exterminator. Big guy with a cowboy accent.
We have only 3 people work here. Me and 2 Mexicans. They're both on the scrawny side.
Thanks for your help.
Biz hala niye kolumuzu şey yaptırmadık? Hastaneye gitmedik kolumuz için.
I work for the DA. I'm looking for a big cowboy, does extermination. Anyone like that working here?
Well, I wouldn't want to get anyone into any trouble.
We could do this the hard way. An address?
Yeah, he lives in a bunkhouse on the remains of the old Rancho Rincon.
Çekim baldızı doğru.
Thanks.
Fontaine öldü ya, mutlu oldum ben.
Cole, you made it.
What's this got to do with me, Rusty?
Dr. Fontaine, prominent shrink. Dead.
Aleykümselam Muhammed, hoş geldin.
Spine snapped like a twig. The suspect is one of his mental patients.
I've met Fontaine.
His last patient was Elsa Lichtman, Cole. She's missing. Nurse said that she saw some big Boris Karloff type carry her out of here.
The best thing that you can do to help me, Rusty, is let me take a look around.
Sure thing, Cole. This way. Take your time. I'll give you and the doctor some privacy.
Fontaine was having houses burned for Monroe. Monroe wasn't happy. People started dying and it attracted attention. He and the doctor lost control. Good doctor has been marking this map. Edgewood Grove, McCarthy Vista, Crescent Heights, Rancho Escondido. Do those names mean anything to you, Herschel?
Yeah. How come?
New houses all being built in the path of the freeway?
That goddamn pet lunatic of yours is burning down our houses. Keep your voice down, Leland. Control is of the essence.
Keep your voice down.
You know how much these sons of bitches charge for lunch? Fuck them.
Leland, we will not solve our problems by announcing them to the general public.
We only speed ourselves on our way to the gallows.
He's your imbecile, Harlan. Get him under control or get rid of him.
Speaking of which, I've had to dispose of our young medical student.
What? You certainly are a cold character, Harlan.
Saat 7.
He has a friend called Kelso who knows all about
Saat 8 mi? 7 mi? Heh. Bakarız be Eren.
And you thought it unimportant to inform me.
I thought I could take care of it.
Have you?
No, I haven't.
Bayağıdır yayın yapıyorum.
Is he reliable?
Dinlenip gelirim en kötü. Ama dönerim yani. 9 gibi gelirim ne bileyim. Ve hele bir olsun da.
Don't push me, Harlan. Get rid of the fruitcake. No longer necessary. I'll take care of Jack Kelso.
Destroyed by a monster of your own creation, Dr. Fontaine. I've heard that story somewhere before.
Hiç üzülmedim, kusura bakma.
So much for your foresight, Doctor.
Vallahi bilmiyorum Muhammed. Kaç oldu? Bilmiyorum ki.
Doesn't look like anything. Looks like Fontaine is finally
Oyun hatasını gördün mü Eren? Kapıyı açarken ışınlandı. Oh!
Jack was wrong. It's not about insurance, it's about eminent domain.
What are you talking about, Cole?
The government reclaims the land in the path of the freeway and pays the improved value of the land with the new houses sitting on it.
What about the stiffs who paid their deposits?
Worst case, they get their money back. But the syndicate pockets millions on the improved value of the land.
So where does Jack's boss come into it?
He's the key. He carries the insurance. The insurance proves how much the houses are worth.
And they're worth nothing?
Firewood, all of them.
That's about as neat a scam as you can imagine. How are we going to prove any of this, Cole? Doctor's dead. Monroe nearly bled to death. If they get Jack...
We need the firebug. The Okie cowboy. Get him, get Elsa. Get him, get all of them.
Eren'in öyle verdiği örnekler mükemmel. Nereye geldik lan? Korku oyunu.
Guess nobody's home.
Doğru dedin.
Most guys bring home a 45 or an M1. This is pretty extreme.
Geçmiş olsun Muhammed. Çince'den kalmayan. Oğlum Çince nedir la harbi? Bayağı da zor bir dil. Böyle hani kolay bir dil olsa diyeceğim. Hani bir şey. Origami Reis'in evine geldik. O da zor ki anasını satayım.
Quite a flock you got here, kid. A strange obsession. The river tunnels. This guy's a tunnel rat. I know those faces. Jesus Christ, I know every one of them. Oh my God, Ira. You poor backwards son of a bitch. Peterson, I'm going to need some help. I've got Monroe, Fontaine, and all the others. It's all tied up nicely. It goes all the way to the top. Meet me at the LA River Tunnel entrance just north of the First Street Bridge in half an hour. Don't ask questions. Just be there.
Ne olacak çok merak ediyorum. Kesin biri gelecek değil mi?
This is DA's investigator Jack Kelso. I have an urgent radio message for Detective Cole Phelps.
Ha, biri gelmemiş tamam.
KGPL calling car 11K, 11K, come in.
Go ahead, KGPL.
11K, see the man. A 207 just occurred on the spillway north of the First Street Bridge. DA's investigator Jack Kelso reports a kidnapping suspect outstanding in the LA River tunnel system with a hostage. 11K, handle
Roger
code
that.
3.
The hell is Jack playing at? Like a suicide note. Half the LAPD will be down there hunting for him.
We need to get there first.
All units on all frequencies stand by. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit of suspect vehicle heading southwest on Sunset Boulevard. Suspect vehicle belonging to Jack Kelso, described as a Navy Chevrolet Fleetline. License number 4, William 0286. Car 86 Adam is in pursuit.
They picked up his car. I'll need help to make it to the river.
That's Kelso's car.
Allah Allah dedi genç Osman.
All units, Chief Worrell reports that the suspect is armed and extremely dangerous. Repeat, extremely dangerous. Suspect vehicle to be disabled immediately. If necessary, use of deadly force is authorized. All units, suspect vehicle headed west on 5th Street. Repeat, the Chevy Fleetline Navy Blue, westbound on 5th Street.
Araba çok yavaş, basıyorum. Bana ne es?
Suspect Jack Kelso. Use caution and continue pursuit. All units, stand by for further. All units, suspect vehicle sighted heading northeast toward 3rd Street on the embankment between 3rd and 4th.
Jesus Christ. How many cops do these guys own?
Oğlum bunların hepsi polis değil mi lan? Niye Kelso'yu takip ediyorlar?
Who is this guy? Peterson, assistant DA.
What's he doing?
He's here to cover our backs.
I'm going in there, Jack.
No one's trying to stop you. I found this at the ranch house. He's marked his routes. I'll go in here. Cole, you take the next entrance. Biggs, I need you to take the car and cover this spot here. I think that's his fail-safe exit. Cole, he's one of ours.
What are you talking about?
Right where you are!
Got it? Got it. Peterson, you want to be DA? We'll earn your salt.
So, Kelso is your boy, Peterson? And working with Phelps? A handy lad, that Kelso.
Yes, he is, Chief. You can't imagine what those two have uncovered. It could go all the way to the top. I hope you won't be implicated.
So, you're the new broom, Peterson?
Looks like it.
And you think he'll make it out of there alive?
Negri mi?
I think he might. He's a difficult boy to get
Tıraş
rid of.
edeceğiz.
Peterson?
Şimdi bizi Ruslar da mı?
What's your offer?
Привет. Oğlum. Lan oğlum ne oluyor? Ananı avradını. Duru Galekçe Deleji. Kanka ne demek bir çevirsene Muhammed. Bana yardımcı olsana. I don't understand Jazz. I don't know Russia.
Throw out the gun!
Ha. You speak Russian well. Thanks. Thanks.
He's there, right there! Kill him!
Kardeşim. RPG. Ay. I'm scary. İngilizce. Kanka ben bilirim. Ben zaten bilmediğim tek şey hiçbir şey bilmediğimdir kardeşim. Buradan mı gideceğiz?
That's it. Out of ammo.
Oğlum ne oluyor? Nerçi, Moskva, Vigeret, ne? Zigaret, he. Zigaret V, Bolivya. Oğlum ne yazıyorsunuz anlaşılmıyor ki. Niyet V, Zvi, Rally. Boçnu. Bilmiyorum ki. Okuyabiliyorum sadece oğlum. Ne diyor acaba? Küfür etmeyin ha. Bak şurada seni... Just we speak Turkish. You understand me? Oha adam yandı lan. Muhammed Rusça konuşmaya başladı. Привет, admin. Это я твой Edzis Tvenri. Ne kanka çevir Allah rızası için. Üşendim ya. Güzel şeyler yazıyordur da. Bir çevirsene Muhammed Allah rızası için. Anlayak ya. Okuyorum da anlamıyorum.
Running roll. How long
Ya
do
bir
you think
ölün.
you can hold out?
Bu benim tek övünen yıllar boyunca birçok insanın mimlerini izlediğini yansıtmasını yarattım ama o bendim şimdi tüm hesaplardan bu mesajı yazacağım ben. Hiç çevirisi de mükemmelmiş kanka Google'ın yani. Nasıl çeviri lan? Daha az anladım. Neyse.
You're surrounded and your buddies are dead.
Nereye gideceğiz? Müzik mükemmel de nereye gideceğiz?
You can walk out of here or go out in a box. Your choice.
Ne oldu Eren? Urus bendim falan. Oğlum biz nereden gideceğiz? Alo. I don't know Turkish. Olsun be Caz. Eren nereden gidiyoruz oğlum söyler misin? Eren sinirli. Ne oldu sana Eren? Biz buradan gidemiyoruz değil mi? Oğlum Eren. Lağımdan git. Ha tamam. Buradan gidiyoruz yani. Okey. Ha, buradan gitmeyeceğiz mi? İnşallah Türkçe öğrenirsin. He, şarj aletiyle kapıştı. Ben de kötü bir şey oldu zannettim. Tamam. Şarj aletinde kapışman çok doğal bir şey de. Alıştık yani. Sen ne zaman şarj aletinde kapışmıyor ki?
No, he's there, right there. Kill her.
Sonra ne yapacağız? Muhammed'deyiz. Rusya'da Muhammed'deyiz abi.
Throw out the guns.
Ha.
This is what I'm good at. That's it. Out of ammo.
Appreciates me. Tanıştığımız için teşekkür ediyorum şu anda abi. Ediyoruz da. Biz niye buralarda hiç duramıyoruz?
The water's rising.
Hey, look who's bleeding.
Biliyorum. I know. Your hates American. Kanka Google Translate'ten kullanıyor. Neredesin? Çaktırma. Kaktila. Kaktileceğiz. Kaktila. Yok artık lan. Nereye gidiyoruz lan? Bir de bir bilsem nereden gittiğinizi. O nasıl bir gülme Muhammed? Ha ha ha yazıyor. Biz nasıl gideceğiz oradan ya?
Throw out the guns.
Caz niye üzüldü? İşte bilmiyorum.
How long do you think you can hold out?
Biz niye böyle bir savaş içindeyiz ya? He, bunu mu alacaktık? Lan oğlum. Bunu alacaksak niye baştan söylemiyorsun?
The water's rising. Walk out of here or go out in a bucket.
Catch a bullet, you son of a bitch!
Christ. Just missed. An inch to the left and you would have had me, boys.
You're fucking toast!
Oğlum biz kovada bağladık ya.
You want me? You got me.
Hey, look who's bleeding!
Are you okay, Princess?
I felt better. He saved me from the doctor.
Hi, Tex. Do you remember me?
I'm not sure that I do. Have you come here to kill her?
Why would I do that, soldier?
Isn't that why you're all here?
I'm here to get her out.
Her. But not me. You haven't come for me.
No, not you. It ends here.
You were with the 6th on Sugarloaf, weren't you?
I was?
And Naha?
Yes, I was.
You're Sergeant Jack Kelso, aren't you? Where's your uniform, Sarge?
At home in my locker, Hogaboom. War's over, soldier.
I know that, Sarge. I'm fighting a different kind of war. I fight for God now.
We all fight for God, Ira.
In our own ways. Not everyone knows it.
Elsa! Are you all right? Get away from her! It's all right, Cole. He doesn't want to hurt her. Ira was with us on Okinawa.
What?
You know this guy?
Don't you remember me, Lieutenant? I remember you.
No. Don't.
You ordered me to burn that cave, Lieutenant. That cave full of civilians. A hospital.
What is he talking about?
It was war. For God's sake, I can't be held responsible for everything that happened.
I don't blame you, Lieutenant. You helped me to help other people.
Ira lost his mind on Okinawa, Princess.
Sheldon asked the doctor to help him get it back.
The doctor helped me to find my path. And I helped him to a better life.
Elsa's going to leave now, Ira. She will be all right. You've helped her, too. Get her out of here. Biggs will help. His exit is nearby.
Jack, I need this guy to make the case.
Hasn't this poor bastard given you enough? Get out of here now!
For God's sake, Jack! What are you going to do?
Don't cry, miss. Sergeant Kelso has come to help ease my way. I was proud to serve with you, Jack.
Get out of here, Cole!
What do we do, Lieutenant? Jesus, look at all the kids! Stop the goddamn screaming! I need to think!
And how do you expect to do that, you fucking maniac? They're burned to a crisp!
Finish them off. Do it humanely. We are leaving this place.
You do it, Phelps! Get your own fucking hands dirty! I'm out of morphine!
Put these people out of their pain. Now! That's an order!
Everyone out of here now. Double time!
Thanks.
You two get Lieutenant Phelps to an aid
Thanks,
station.
Jeff.
Weapon team will be blowing this place in 2 minutes. Everything that happened in here stays in here. Do you hear me? I don't want to ever hear another word about it.
Killed that man!
He was doing him a favor, Elsa.
Cole, up here. I'll get this grader. The water is rising.
You're first.
Hand her up.
Get out of here! I'm not arguing.
You're wounded, Jack. Let me help.
What are you waiting for?
Jump, Cole! Jump for it!
Ne dedi? Caz ne dedi? Muhammed Türkçe mealini söyler misin? Kolfels mi öldü? Sovyet tonu.
We're gathered here to honor Detective Cole Phelps.
Tabii bize niye gelmiş onu anlamadım.
Cole Phelps was the best kind of man. Hear, hear. A war hero who led his men with true valor. And through his personal bravery achieved one of his country's highest honors. A cop wrongly accused who never lost his faith in the LAPD and the system.
Fine! You belittle his memory.
Elsa.
Get out of my way, Jack. You call yourself his friend.
A detective who fought to expose the evil corruption of the murderous Dr. Fontaine and the rapacious property tycoon Leyland Monroe.
Go to her. Will you, Herschel?
A reformer who
You were never his
recognized
friend,
the need
Jack.
to remove the odd bad apple from a department
right.
made up of good men.
Herschel?
A man who never gave up.
Yeah, Jack.
Who continued
never
to
his
fight
enemy.
the good fight.
I think you knew that, Jack.
The fight that cost him his own life. A good husband. A good father. And may I say, a good friend.
Niye? Ne diyor Muhammed? Bugün Phelps'e yaktım. Ve oyun biter be. Finish, finish, finish. Ne oldu Muhammed? Oh my god dedi. Adam Rus nazisi çıktı. Geçebilseydik keşke. Michael Van Dyke mı? Yok, Virgil Van Dyke anasını. Uçan Rus mu? Biter ya. Biraz uzun sürecek. Büyük ihtimal. Bütün oyuncular var burada tek tek şu anda. Neyse ki müzik güzel. Müzik size geliyor mu Muhammed? Aa, bomboş. Sadece bunlar ha, o yüzden. O yüzden müzik gelse daha zevkli olur da. Burada da müzikleri tek tek yazmışlar. Bitince uyandırın diyeceğim ha. Bayağı fazla kişi çalışmış ama helal olsun. Ama keşke tuş keşke tuş koysalarmış. Saygı duyalım diye herhalde yapmışlar da vakit öldürüyor sadece. Yine az koy. Özel teşekkürlere geçtiğine göre az kalmıştır. Evet. Hikaye bu kadar. Bitti.
How about this for a headline? Guess which former 6th Marine hero has been promoted in the LAPD?
No idea.
Well, could be anybody. You give up?
Tell us or hand over the fucking paper.
The Shadow, boys. Our very own Silver Star winning son of a bitch.
Phelps? You didn't die, Jack. He did just fine, and that's all we're going to say about it, right?
The one and only. Look at this picture. Golden boy getting his badge, wife and kids in tow, and looking awful humble in the process.
Well, he's
That phony bastard.
I wonder if they've been holding my job for me after all this time.
What job was that?
Mechanic.
Ain't you seen all the war bond movies, Sarge? All the best mechanics is women. You're gonna have to work as a gigolo from here on in.
I was a bus driver in Santa Cruz. You know, no pictures in the papers or medals for me, though.
Can't believe I just went through Peleliu and Okinawa just to go back to being a washing machine mechanic.
How is it that jerks like Phelps get it all?
It doesn't have to be that way, guys.
What are you talking about? It's always gonna be that way.
Do you have any idea what you guys are sitting on?
Yeah, a ship full of Army surplus.
You're sitting on surplus morphine. 2 tons of it. Can you imagine what that's worth on the streets? hundreds of thousands of dollars.
You're shitting me.
I'm not.
You're talking about stealing it?
Keep your voice down. Do you want to have us all thrown in the brig?
God damn it, Sheldon. You want to go into the dope business?
No. I want to be in the peace dividend business.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means I want the guys who fought for a better future to get some share of it. You interested, Jack?
Come on, Top. We could all get out from under.
Oh, it's the chance of our lives.
It's everyone or no one, boys.
I'm not having a bar of it, Courtney. You may be the bravest person I have ever met, but I swear to God, trouble follows you around like a pet fucking dog. I thought you wanted to try for medical school.
So what do you want, Jack? What's the future got in store for you?
You guys were all heroes in the war. Every single one of you. Even if your next door neighbor or your wife never know it and don't give a rat's ass. Fuck Phelps and medals and citations and parades. Fuck the public who are bored with returning GIs. I have nothing but respect for what you guys and the rest of the Sixth have done. You go through with this, and you'll be nothing to me.
Ben biraz dinleneceğim. Akşama doğru gelirim diye düşünüyorum. Hadi görüşürüz.